Welcome to Ultimate Survival Gear. Today, as you guys can see, I have another pair of boots from Under Armour, and these are yet again the Under Armour Micro G Valsats, but this time with the zipper. Yes, now you probably watched, if you watched my review of these Micro G Valsats, you guys know I absolutely love them, and I'm really glad that Under Armour did release a lot of different versions with, mid-size, full size, with the zipper, without the zipper, because these are just fantastic. They're freaking great. They're comfortable. They have excellent outsole. Now, these particular ones are not advertised as waterproof, but they do have pretty good gusseting overall, so they're still very, very usable whenever it comes to all of that. Overall, I'm a huge fan of these boots. No wonder they're very popular, and their previous Valsats, just the regular Valsats version, was great as well, but this is just much better. So I'm gonna stop with the whole whatever, and let's just get in a review. Some of you already know this review is specifically for my Ultimate Survival Boots section. Basically, if these weren't just your regular, although these are not regular, these are tactical boots, so you already know this would be eventually part of your Ultimate Survival, right? You're gonna need to run, you're gonna need to fight, climb, do whatever is necessary to survive. Would this be good? Well, I think this would be great, but let's see why. Criteria number 1. Comfort level. Alright, that's how we make the judgment. We make the judgment based on 8 different criteria, and criteria number 1 is the comfort level. And in order to test the comfort level, I do a 3-mile run and then a 5-mile walk non-stop, and then I continue wearing the boots for the rest of the day, so that the total wear time is about 8 hours. Like I said, I love the comfort level of these boots for a few reasons. First of all, the weight. Let's see how heavy or light these are. This is size 10. And the size 10 is 16.5. 16.5. Excellent weight, I have to say, for a boot. Basically, to give you kind of reference numbers, if you're looking for a lightweight boot, you're looking for something under 20 ounce. The more under 20 ounce it is, the lighter it's going to feel. The more over 20 ounce, the heavier it's going to feel. 16.5 is really good. So running in these is very simple. Walking for extended periods of time is very simple. Another reason why they are comfortable and it's easy to run properly and walk for extended periods of time is because of the flexibility of bottom sole. As you can see, it is fairly flexible. Even though it is so bulky, it is so big, it is still fairly flexible. Pretty good. Now, let's move on to the inner sole, and I'm gonna actually take it out. Actually, you know what? Let me unzip this thing and take out the inner sole. As you can see, the inner sole is very nicely shaped. Good arch support, good heel bed, overall decent amount of jelliness in it. I like it a lot. Now, once you remove it, there is no more cushioning, so it goes straight into that rubber. But because the rubber itself here is pretty soft, especially here in the heel, you do get all of that cushioning to protect you from the impact. Now, you do have some padding in the tongue, very nice padding inside of the shaft, and then the very good padding, just cushioning going throughout the whole boot. Great job there, Under Armour. You guys did a very well executed boot over here. Let's move on to the criteria number 2 now, proofing and protection. Now, the waterproofing on these is kind of confusing. They are not officially advertised as waterproof, although some people say yes, they are waterproof. Some people say no, they're not waterproof, so don't be confused. If this is not advertised as waterproof, and overall, me testing it, the water does get in through this material, but you do have the gusseting here, which goes about, let me tell you exactly how much it goes about. About 5 inches, and the lowest part of the shaft is about 5 inches, a little less than 5 inches. So I would say these are water repellent, all right? So meaning that if there is a splash of water, you're fine, all right? It's not gonna get through because of the gusseting. It's not gonna get through, inside of the boot. So overall, pretty good. And even if it does get in, it's fine because this material is very breathable, so it will dry up pretty quick. So I do like it. I don't mind that it's not waterproof officially, although I do like to see a good waterproof like a GTX waterproof version. Protection wise, you do have this hard rubber cap right here. Obviously you have your ankles are covered by the shaft, and you do have some reinforcement in the heel, and of course you have all that in the outsole to protect you from the bottom. Pretty good whenever it comes to the protection. Now criteria number 3 really quick is the quality and the design features. Quality wise, I mean, this is Under Armour. Everybody knows the brand. It's a great brand, and I mean, they have been very, very successful with their tactical boots so far. Everything, all the tactical boots that I reviewed from Under Armour were fantastic, especially the Velsets. Velsets just one of the best tactical boots out there in general, not just Under Armour, but in general. So they're great. Let's talk about the design features now. Here I talk about the lacing system. Besides the lacing system, of course, you also have your zipper, side zipper, and I do like it a lot. Now, honestly, to me, side zipper in the mid-size is not a big deal, all right? It's not a big deal. But I do like the fact that it is here for tactical boots, because you want to be able to put the boots on and take them off quick in your tactical situations. And with these boots you are definitely able to do that because of the side zip. But the lacing system itself is pretty good as well. As you can see, the strings are very thin. I'm not a fan of thin strings, but here they actually do work very well. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pairs of hooks, and there's some variety going on here. We got some off the boot hook here. We have some flat hooks here going through the fabric, and we also have kind of like a wraparound system going on here with these lacing, with these strings as well. So overall, great job there Under Armour with the lacing system and the side zip. You can't go wrong. Let's move on to the criteria number 4 now, outsole traction and stability. Now, in order to test the outsole traction and stability, whenever I do my run and my walk, I do it on a variety of different surfaces, starting on older asphalt, then the newer tarmac, then dry sand, wet sand, dry grass, wet grass, rocky road, trail surface, rubber, concrete, marble tile, and then the rock wall inside of my house. Yes, I have a rock wall in my house. And this is a fantastic outsole. Now, it's a little bit slippery on the grass, on the wet grass especially, because it's more on the flatter side, as you can see. But still, this is a good amount of aggression overall, even though these are fairly flat and fairly rounded. It's still pretty aggressive because the rubber is so hard. The only thing I kind of wish for here are the ridges on the sides for climbing. That would be nice. Still pretty good, but ridges would be nice, and maybe a little bit more aggression somewhere in the middle. That's really the only thing. But overall, fantastic outsole. One of the best out there. Alright, let's move on to the criteria number 5 real quick. The temperature. Now, temperature wise, these are now winter proof. They're not insulated. Plus, the waterproofing is kind of too confusing to, rely on 100%. So I would say you probably can get away with some colder temperatures with some insulated socks, but this is more for 3 seasons, all right? For hot weather, though, they are fantastic. They're very nice and breathable, very light. Running here in Florida, 95 degrees weather, I did not overheat at all, so very nice. Criteria number 6 real quick. The sizing. They are true to the size, although make sure to get yourself half a size bigger. That's just my recommendation for all the boots out there, whether it's hiking, work boots, military boots, whatever kind of boots you're looking at. Get yourself half a size bigger so that you have a little bit of that extra space in a toe box. You're gonna thank me later. Alright, let's move on to the criteria number 7, balance of application. So, let's say you're just a prepper and you bought these and something bad happened. Would this be good? Let's say you're a law enforcement officer and you bought these and now you're wearing them every day on duty, would this be good? I think, honestly, and I'm taking a lot of responsibility by saying this, but overall, Under Armour Velsets Micro G, whether you're going with the full-size version, whether you're going with this mid-size, whether you're going with mid-size with the zipper or without the zipper, is one of the best tactical boots out there right now. Comfort-wise, outsole-wise, just overall, just attention to detail. Overall, this is the best. It's lightweight. It's comfortable. The outsole is fantastic. You can be fast in them. You can be, quiet in them too. That's another thing that I did not mention, and I'm gonna mention it here. This outsole is very quiet. On the marble and tile, it doesn't squeak around. Getting your attention of everyone looking at you. This is very quiet outsole. So Under Armour really did a great job here. I think if I ever decide to buy the tactical boots, right now I have too many of them in my house, but if I ever do, it's gonna be definitely Micro G for myself. And the very last criterion here is the price. Now the prices, they are a little bit on the pricier side, $130, but I think it's definitely money well spent. It's definitely worth it for the comfort, for everything that you are getting in this boot. It's definitely worth it. Is there competition in that price range? You can find some decent boots from Salomon, from Daner, from Lova. You can find some decent boots in that price range. But this, I don't know. This is maybe I'm gonna need to do a top 5 or top 10 tactical boots and just compare all of them. But this is really, really good. This is definitely in my top 5, maybe even top 3 of all the tactical boots that are reviewed so far on this channel. So great job, Under Armour. So let me know, guys, what do you think about this review in the comments below? What do you think about this boot? Would you consider it for your tactical situations? Would you consider it for your military? If you're a law enforcement officer, if you have experience with these boots, let me know, guys. This comments are very helpful. If you have any requests for reviews, also drop them in the comments below. And if this was useful, please consider subscribing. And if you want to buy them after watching this review, please consider using the Amazon link in the description below. Now, you're not going to be charged anything extra for using the link, but I will get a little bit of a percentage. And that's a very nice way of you to say thank you for the review. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate your time. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.